Hello, hello, and welcome back to Wheel of Games, where we are playing Shadows of Doubt. Oh, there goes a big enforcer person past our window. So, last time, we started a brand new game in the city of Lynchburg, and we found City Hall and sort of investigated the overall layout. And while we were starting to work on some corporate espionage gig, we got a report of a murder. So now we are investigating the murder of Aurora Olson. Last time we looked through a lot of the apartment, and now we're going to start chasing down leads. So, starting by canvassing the neighbors. This is someone we've just encountered in the lobby. Not very cooperative off the start. Do you know girls? Ah, okay, she knows them. Always talking about weightlifting. We found dumbbells in their apartment, so that's a hobby. So she saw them around 10 p.m. Let's see, when did she die? Between 18:30, so basically between 6:30 and 8. Which is odd then that this person saw them around 10, although in this game this is currently 10:20, so maybe she saw them yesterday? I need to see that again. What did you say? That's Aurora Olson. Never shuts up about weightlifting. But when did you last see them? Around 10 p.m. This can't be correct. Because we were in the apartment before when she says she last met them, so this is odd. Yeah, she was walking in from the outside, so she probably wouldn't have seen anything. And it's very unlikely they just give you fingerprints, but it can help roll things out. And now she's immediately leaving. Okay. So this is a rather small building. We can check each floor, at least on this side, and see if anybody knows. Oh, it's not giving us a somebody's coming to the door thing. We could always just break in. But, I don't have a good reason to right now, so how about 101? Ah, somebody's coming to the door. And there, camera and turret, our nice dystopian sci-fi future. So who lives in 101? Hello? They appear to have a mechanical arm. Not very talkative. Anything unusual? Ah, a shifty character about. They had short blonde hair, so around 6:45, right before someone died. So we're looking for, okay, short blonde hair, someone looking angry. What aren't you telling me? You just told me. Okay, so short blonde hair. So we have a description of a murderer already, someone who was looking angry and was around. They're not willing to answer any information about. And yeah, not going to give me any useful information, but it doesn't hurt to ask. I am essentially a beggar? Hell no. Okay. But still, just giving us demographic information about a killer, short blonde hair. And we also know that there are security cameras about. So if I can find the security office, now I can talk to them. Also, you're not. Okay, yeah. Not very helpful. I turned off the lights on that landing in the last episode to get a better idea, or to make it easier to sneak inside the crime scene. Someone's also coming in the 3rd floor. And you can also inspect them, which would say... And the first person I happen to look at has short blonde hair. This is her upstairs neighbor. There's always a chance. But maybe I want to collect some fingerprints around this store. Also not willing to give me a name. Have you seen anything? Nothing. This person will not admit to having heard a disturbance. This person is also saying that they saw them literally right now. at this exact moment. So this person is also not being cooperative, and he just happens to match the little bit of profile I got. You around. Don't mind my fingerprint scanner scanning your hand. Anything on the door I can... Oh, there's always something on the handle at least. Ah, type D. Okay. Granted, this could just be from someone who walked by. Yep, and that was him relocking the door. Not getting lucky with the key right there. But that is very interesting that we have someone who seems to match the demographics just upstairs of the murderer. Ah, so once we get up to the 4th floor, suddenly the two sides connect to each other. And... oh, but on the 5th floor they... okay, so there's only 5 floors. But the 4th floor connects, and there's 3 places on this floor. Somebody there. Somebody coming to 401. Sometimes there's keys under the door. Fairly rare. Someone's got a kettle going. There's the door unlocked. If I wanted to bash, I could probably knock them out by... come on, game. Here's enough on me. Okay, he won't give me his name. Nothing unusual. He won't even answer that information. But here's another person with short blonde hair who lives in the building. Okay, so it's not going to be that easy. Okay, let's leave him be and get away from that annoying kettle. Okay. Didn't think it would be that easy, did you? For a moment. But if I can find the computer that's connected to those... oh, I never checked the computer in the crime scene. I'm gonna have to go back. Okay, nobody's in 401. Let's go back to the side. There's only one more door to check over here. And nobody is there right now. Okay, back to the crime scene. I forgot to check the computer and the safe. 201. Yes. Don't mind me. As long as you're quiet, you can get away with a lot. Okay, so both of those things were in the bedroom. Okay, that didn't alert them. I'd see their silhouette if they were alerted. It was actually not a bad view. We're near the view over the water with a shot. Okay, so we got the code in a note last time, 0599. Yep. And now we have confirmed what this person's. So upgrade files, they're for upgrading any genetic, any modifications that you have. These things are actually very valuable. I will only steal from dead people. This is a dead person. You can see that my fine went up by a huge amount if I get caught. Wow. That's 5,000? I thought it was only like 500. So, I really, really don't want to get caught or I will have a massive fine. Computers do make a good amount of noise when they're booting up. Make sure I haven't been rumbled. But now that I've got her passcode, I don't need to keep track of this note. It should show up in... it'll automatically get inputted whenever it would be relevant, like right here. I don't need to keep that particular thing. So now, we can fill in any other information about her. Now we know her phone number. Whoops, no, didn't go that far back. I wanted to hit that exit button. Now we can look through her V-mail. It's vacuum mail, as in vacuum tubes. Your inspirational message for the day. The difference between a goat and a beggar is that a goat can climb a sheer wall. Be the goat. Okay. Real quick question. Can you send me your team's stats for this year's safety incidents? You can include the explosions, collapses, and depressurizations, but don't bother with the dismemberments. Thanks. Ray. She works as a bar Our wait staff. Oh, I'm getting thirsty. Yep, you do occasionally have to drink and eat to prevent negative statuses from coming in. Let's see, pest control, I don't think that's important. This is a very generic message. It doesn't say, like, who she was matched with. This is, we caught starch today. This could just be some random ravings, like LEM I don't think is going to give us anything. But that's some cultish stuff. Printer makes some noise. We can keep track of this. There's always a chance that LEM would be a thing. So we got that from her email. We have a match. If you'd like to meet up. Yeah, this still doesn't give us any specific info. Okay, so some slightly suspicious culty thing in the female and nothing else in the safe. Just check for fingerprints. See if we can find any more mysterious type C's. Nope, just her fingerprints back here. Let's see, we already checked that off so it stops making sense. Okay, so now we have checked her mail. Let's see. So last time we found inside of her bank records a couple of interesting references. So one of them is to Luca Siempre, and the other one is Lacuna Gold. So let's see if we can find Luca Siempre. S-I. It's a very big city, so it's going to have potentially a lot of... There's an L Sims. No Siempre. Let's make sure I didn't misspell anything. S-I-E. So it looks like that's a red herring. Maybe that person doesn't live in this city or something. But if there was a Siempre, they would have shown up S-I right in here somewhere. So that was a dead end. But we can get rid of the Luca Siempre. Now this Lacuna Gold, I'm not sure if that would show up under L, like for the first letter of a... Yeah, like L Kitchen, Lacuna Gold. Let's try G, so we're looking for gold, I imagine. Nope, not there. Okay. And L for Lacuna. We don't know what that stands for. An L Kitchen. That gives us the address. Let's try using the search. No. Click on that thing. Looks like that was another dead end. Thought I was being very clever there, but those bank statements didn't match anything. We already know where she works through somewhere else, so looks like the bank statement was a dead end. So these are... She knows a lot of people. Okay. So... right, we can use the redial thing, although the police officer is just outside, so we may get chased out here. Last caller. No info. So what's the other one? We could call the police, but he's just outside. Okay. That's everything that I think I forgot about from last time. Okay, so let's sneak back out. Don't mind me. Okay. So we've checked a couple of the leads that were already dead ends. But a very good place to check would be where she works. So we know she works, or worked, at the Ancient Actor Tavern and Grill. So at the very least, her co-workers should know stuff about it. We identified 2 different short blonde hair people that live in her building. Great. So it's not really enough to go off of. I could try stealing their fingerprints. Although that first guy didn't get a hit on. It's raining again. Oh, and now we're wet. Let's see. We're going towards City Hall, so we're going north now. People are running to stay a little bit dry. Some interesting graffiti. Maybe that'll become relevant later. The Ancient Actor. Right across the street from City Hall. We'll probably be coming here a lot. Let's check the newspaper. It's not showing red, so let's eat some candy too. We do eventually get hungry. There should be a trash can. They won't be happy if you enter their kitchen. There's a bin. Dispose of in the bin. Okay. So you should... Waitstaff is much friendlier. So, anything unusual here? No, it was only at where she worked. So, what do you know about Aurora? Work with them. That's Aurora. They work at that place that you're currently standing in. Ancient Actor Tavern and Grill. You saw them somewhere around Sanchez Terrace. Okay. It's very unlikely to be relevant, but maybe we can find some surveillance footage that maybe shows someone following her or something like that. So, very low on the list. Oh, it's just saying that we have an upgrade available. It really wants us to know that. This person does not have short blonde hair. Oh. Reason up on me a few times. Wow, she just gave me her fingerprints. That's extremely nice of her. Thank you so much. In fact, I have basically nothing, but it's a pretty nice place. Let's see if we can just buy a cola. We are practically broke, so let's just buy something cheap because we need to take care of our thirst. Okay. And that, here's our starch cola. And that, there we go. We are now hydrated. Don't mind me, people. Go hydrate and dispose of it. You can toss stuff around, although it makes people mad when you toss trash at them, understandably. Okay, so we know she works here. And here is her locker. We happen to know her code. You could steal 8 crows, but it's showing that it's illegal. I may say it's okay if she's dead, but clearly the general populace will not. Now, do any of you happen to have Type C fingerprints? Where is the... there it is. Nope, Type E. Not bad. This one's her. It's probably going to be her fingerprint. Okay. But it is at least fairly nice about people's fingerprints are on their own lockers. So if we get one that's suddenly... well, we actually got her fingerprints, too. There's fingerprint. Bye. So none of them matched. And if we had found someone where it matched with the fingerprint, that would have automatically updated from Type C to somebody's name. So this doesn't appear to have helped us out very much. You actually can dry yourself off. This one's a unisex bathroom, but you can clean up in the bathroom if you need to. Dry off if you're still wet. Urban yoink. And you can pick up, I don't know how many, if there's a max of like 3 or 4. So, no attention to me. Oh, there's also a camera back there. Down to that end. They're on both sides. Nope, it's seeing me, it's seeing me. Get out of there. If there's one on each side. Okay, they are moving together. See if I can... You're not allowed back here. If I had any kind of money, I could bribe them and say I'm the health inspector. And that would basically give you access to the back room. But at this point in the game, I am still 100% broke. No money, literally on the street, so... Let's back in one more time. Nope, nope, run, run! Ah, get me out. Okay, it didn't set off the alarm. Maybe it would have summoned somebody. Oh, nothing back there, Yasmin. No need to be standing back here whatsoever. Okay, she goes back to the counter. Close the door. Okay. Security system is now off. Whew. Okay. I do not know the key code, but now that the cameras are off, I can search for the key code. See if somebody left that lying around here. Bug. It's not sitting out here. When you dig through the trash, it starts to make you smelly. I do not need an apple core. So, maybe somebody... Looks like the lights are off. If I had a key cracker, I could get through that. I could probably break the door down. Oh, there's a diamond just sitting there. This is a public area. That matches my criteria for allowing myself to take something. Public area meaning it's not a specific person's. So yeah, my criteria for stealing are only from the dead people and from someone where I don't know exactly whose it is. So not from a living person's apartment, for example. Okay. Hey, do you happen to have your door code just lying around? Is there like a shift board or something? What is this? I actually can't... Oh, can I inspect the note? Hey, door code to the office. That looks like a 6. 2618. And Gray in the Che, that was one of the names from the, Oh, she saw me. But he didn't see me go back. That was one of the names from the emails we saw. That was the person who said, you know, catalog all of the explosions. So there might be someone in here? Nope, no one's at the desk. And I don't see a security system. Okay. A neat painting. No safe behind it. Search the trash again. Nothing in there. But useful information is all of the employee records, and it'll also give us their fingerprints. So this should be pretty definitive as to whether it was someone she worked with who owns those Type C prints that we found. So we get her information. He's been displaying signs of a short temper. Several warnings have been issued about this already. But also, too quiet, will not progress without effort, and always conversing about sports. And we also know she's very into weightlifting. So this is her employee record. I don't think this gives us anything new. We have her work hours. Oh, a different spot. Type J, Gabrielle Maldonado. Also always conversing about sports, but not who we're looking for. Type F, Amelia Hayes. Flirting with other employees. Sumaya Isa. Also a short temper, but not the fingerprints we're looking for. Type G, Sabina Eriksson. Another flirt. Type K, Elsa Jensen. Or Jensen. Type E, Ray Che. This is the person who owns That was type E, and type H is Yasmin, who actually voluntarily gave us her fingerprints. So she gets major points for that. So it did not match anyone. See if we can find... Oh, yeah. Mr. Gray has spectacles, wears perfumes, and has a whole bunch of paper. Another upgrade file, but everything that's in here belongs to the business owner, so I'm not going to take these things from him. The alarm is right. Oh, I can take the hairpin, though. Hairpins are not valuable. Okay, and it's even already logged in. Okay, so Mr. Gray's info. Come on, game, don't talk like that. We have his address, but he's not suspicious. But all this information, you basically get to keep. A little bit loud, but... Let's see. Gabriel, I saw that we matched on Dove. Yes, I think it's a computer error. Let's just never mention this. And it seems like Mr. Gray cheated on... Oh, the camera's turned back on. The security switch only keeps them off for a certain amount of time. So it looks like he was... Things have been tough at home and it's been impacting my work. This is from the guy who owns the business. I'll work overtime to catch up. Weird. You saw nothing. We never matched on Dove. Okay. Yeah, they're just... But these aren't the people that we're interested in. Approval to visit the mother? Ah, good question. Can you send me your team stats for this year's safety incident? This is the other side of that email we saw earlier. Yep, the monthly business breakfast is approaching. Ah, Yasmin also got the information. I do not wish to see a repeat of last year's debacle. Attendance at the candor party is mandatory. We will be checking names against payroll to ensure that you're present. So some kind of company party thing. LEM again. So this is just seems to be a fight to the power kind of a thing. Wow, you've got a lot of mail. Someone loves him. Oh, this seems like we're back on page 1. It doesn't have page numbers, unfortunately. But these are... The Kensington Indigo Party tomorrow. And lunch date. Rumbled. I notice you've called in sick the 8th, 13th, 21st, and 29th. This corresponds exactly with the home games of the Cola Sugarbirds. And you're on notice. Okay, so none of these things were suspicious. Just a lot of business email. There was, like, maybe he's cheating, but it doesn't appear related to our person. Sales records, these are going to be people who bought fries and stuff. So none of this is, like, yeah, M. Kong, A. Montgomery. This is someone who bought fries. And there are 17 pages of it. I don't think this is a good source of leads. The employee database, we could use this to look up individual people and print out their employee record, but this is just the exact same information that we found in the files behind us. Now, surveillance, this is a potential thing, where if we can look the previous night, if we can go back to Monday, and see if somebody with short brown hair was in there with Aurora. And she was working. See if we can... I saw Aurora there for a second. Oh, unknown citizen. But maybe this would, Which one of two or of... Is that Aurora? No, that's another unknown citizen. Scrolling through. Was she actually here at any point? Because she died pretty much right... Oh! Right at the start of the game. Do you... She doesn't have short blonde hair, though. And I'm pretty certain our murderer has blonde hair. That's all bar staff. Who was there at the same time as her? As soon as she left... So, this person... Way back there. Maybe this was at 6:30. This was right before she died. So she went home and was murdered. And yeah, that person was at the table with Maya, and Aurora was up at the register at that time. That's the only point where we see, maybe I can follow the flag on Aurora. So yeah, she only showed up in those segments. So thankfully, it can do that much of a search for us. That was weird. Okay. So we did not find useful information from her place of business. It was not somebody she worked with. So the cameras are back on. Oh, we're back out. Okay. So, the place she works did not give us the lead we were looking for. And we know she was seen at Sanchez Terrace. We can go back and investigate those two folks who live in her building. One was the floor directly above her, and another one was a floor above that. Because we have two people that have short blonde hair. If one of them happens to be Type C, we could get really lucky. Alas, we cannot do a reverse lookup of just using the fingerprints in like a government database or something. So, it could still be anyone from this list. Okay, we now recognize that as somebody she works with, Sumaya. Also, Eulalia. So some of these we can probably eliminate. You know, she lives in 201 Chandler. Are any of these her neighbors? Like that guy from 302. So Emily would live on the opposite side of that building on the same floor. And that's someone she actually knows. Anything else in Chandler? Nope. Okay, so this 202 Chandler Projects. That's something we can maybe check out, along with this Emily person. But the people who live directly above her don't really match. Okay, so time to look for more connections, because the place she works turned out to be a dud. Although Yasmin was very helpful. So, we'll end it here for now, and next time we're going to investigate some of those other leads. So, until then, see you next time on Wheel of Games. Bye-bye.